Hi, everyone. Today we're going to learn about virtual learning etiquette. And what this means is we're going to learn about what we should do and not do when we're online. So what will we learn today? We're going to learn about classroom rules for learning when we are on our computers. Why do you need a schedule? The purpose of having one, the materials you will need for class, your best work environment that you should be in, and how to be the best virtual learner that you can be. What those behaviors look like. We'll also talk about what not to do in a virtual class and why attending class is so important. So let's get started. So classroom rules. As you know, every year when school starts, what do? We go over what the classroom rules are, right? Your teachers tell you, keep your hands and your feet to yourself. She says that. Or can you think about other rules that your teacher would share with you as far as her expectation on your behaviors, what you should do and what you should not do? How about do your schoolwork? Be quiet while others are talking. Raise your hands if you have a question. Well, these are just some of the basic rules we have when we're in class. But guess what? We also have rules when we are on the computers and we can see our teachers' faces and they're teaching us a lesson. So why do we need classroom rules? If we don't have classroom rules, what do you think is going to happen? There's only going to be chaos. Everyone is going to be talking at the same time. We're not going to have students actively engage or listening to the teacher. Or you may have students that are sleeping during class. So these are some of the reasons why we need to have the rules. Now, what will happen if we didn't have the rules is not only would we not follow the instructions and directions that need to be done, there may be some students who basically do no schoolwork. How will students learn? What should we do so that we can have order in the classroom? Well, what we do is we have rules, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. The first thing I would suggest is have a schedule. The reason why you need a schedule is because you need to know what time school starts. Can anyone tell me what time school starts? Yes, school starts at 8 o'clock. But do you come to school at 8 o'clock? No. So if we start school at 7:30 or at 7:15, the reason why we do that is so that you can do one thing. Usually when you come to school, most students go and do what? They eat breakfast. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure you have breakfast before you log on into school on your computer. The next thing you need to do is at least about 5 to 10 minutes before class starts, make sure you log onto your computer to be sure that your computer is charged, your camera is working properly, and everything is where it needs to be. You have your supplies, everything you need in order for you to be successful that day. And most definitely that you are dressed appropriately for class. Make sure that you have logged in, you know how to log in, where to go to log in, and what codes you need in order to log in. Make sure your computer is turned on. Not only that, but you need to have your camera on. So you may say, why, Dr. BJ, why do I need to have my camera on? Well, one of the biggest reasons is because we want to know that it's actually you taking the class and not someone else. We want to see that you are doing what you're supposed to do, what the teacher's teaching, and what she wants you to learn that day, and that you're participating. Another thing is make sure you're dressed appropriately for class. Now we know that every day when we come to Reese Road Leadership Academy, what do? We wear what? We wear uniforms, right? At our school, we wear uniforms. Well, we want you to dress the same way appropriately that you would dress as if you were going to school. Should we wear our nightgowns to class? Should we wear our bathing suit or costume? No, we should not. Make sure that you are dressed appropriately for class. Also, make sure again that you have the correct information to log in and you unmute your microphones to let your teacher know that you're there. And then mute again while the teacher is speaking. Have all your materials needed for class. So what will we do next? The materials. All right, materials for class. Do you have what you need for class? Do you have the materials like a book, a notebook, paper, pencils, crayons, uh, glue if needed, rulers, scissors, erasers? You know by now the materials that you need for each class. Make sure that you have them readily available to you so you don't have to get up and move away from the computer and get what you need. Make sure you have them already prepared. So this is all in your morning ritual routine in order to get you ready for class. Let's think about the environment. That means the place that you're going to be sitting in order for you to do your schoolwork. Make sure that it is brightly lit. It's a bright area where you can see what you're doing and we can see who you are. We can see you. Make sure it's a desk, a chair, and let's say you don't have a desk. You can work at your kitchen table. But be sure that your back, the environment, it's appropriate, that it's nothing that you would be embarrassed by that you wouldn't want another person to see, because there are going to be other students that are going to be online in your class too, and they'll be able to see what your background look like. So make sure it's an appropriate area for you to sit and that it's quiet. There's no distractions. Make sure you have not brought food with you because you should not be eating. Your computer needs to be on the desk, on and ready to go. Make sure that where your desk is and your chair, that if you notice that you're losing power, that there's an outlet that someone can help you with, or you can do yourself and plug in your cord for your computer so it's always charged, 100% charged. So what do you think about what we've been talking about so far, students? Have you been doing this? Have you been doing this? These are the things that you need to do in order to be a successful learner. So if I want to be a great virtual learner, what do I need to do? I need to pay attention. I need to raise my hand. And some of you know that there's an icon, or should I say an emoji button, that you can press and it actually have the sign for you to raise your hand. So, or you can unmute your computer and let the teacher know, raise your hand, so she can know that you have a question and then ask a question. But everyone should not be talking at the same time. Wait for the teacher to recognize you. So you're taking turns sharing your thoughts and ideas with your class by raising your hand. Use kind words. Remember, if you're angry and you're upset with something that was said by a student or a teacher, and you know you're about to say unkind words, mute your computer because everyone will be able to hear everything you say. All right? And another reason why we mute our computers is there may be noises in the background in your house because there are other people in your home. So they may be talking and communicating, and that can be distracting to others. Be patient when you have technical difficulties, because at times you will have technical difficulties logging on and being on time in your class. Please talk to an adult in your home, let them know what's going on so they can get you back on track and logged in. you need to know, don't do the following. Attend school in your bed or under your bed covers. Should we be in our bed? I mean, am I in my bed right now? No, I'm not, right? Because I'm teaching you, so we want you to be in a safe environment. It should not be in your bedroom because other people, strangers, can see your bedroom. They can see you in your bedroom. Should you be in your bed? Should you be under the covers? No, you should not. This is not time for playing. It's time for learning. So, should you be dressed in your nightgown? Nope. Be in a dim lit area. If you are in a dim lit area, and that means that it's dark, we can't see you, we don't know who you are. If you have your camera off, also, we cannot see you. We must be able to see you. Should this be a time for you to play with your siblings while your teacher is trying to teach you? No, it isn't. So remember, this is not playtime. Or play or talking on the cell phone, playing games, looking down, and doing something else instead of being actively involved in your class work. This is not the time for you to be on your cell phone. Another thing, how about eating? I'm eating. I didn't have breakfast. It's late. I'm off my schedule. Eating should happen when you have a break. Not a time to be playing music, boom, boom, boom. No music should be playing while class is going on because it is what? Distracting. You need to be able to pay attention and also concentrate on the schoolwork that is being taught to you. And this is the biggest one. Be respectful. So do not be mean to your classmates or your teachers. Again, do not be mean or disrespectful to your teachers or your classmates. Pay attention and do what you are supposed to do. So why you should attend class? Now, some students think that I can attend class for just, let's say I have a 30-minute class and I'm in class just for 5 minutes. At least I showed my face. I was there. I did what I was supposed to do for 5 minutes. Will I be marked present? Will you? The answer is no. You will not be marked present because you need to be in class for the full time. What did I say again? You need to be in class. So if you have a 30-minute instruction of a class lesson, 30 minutes, your class lasts for 30 minutes. You need to be in class for how many minutes? For the full 30 minutes, correct. And that is the only way that you will be marked present. Every morning, if you are online at 8 o'clock and you're staying in class, but not going for 5 minutes in one class, 10 minutes in the other, 15 minutes in another class, you will not be marked present because you have not been in class for the length of time for you to learn your lesson. Learn what you need to know in class. That is so important. That's another reason why you need to attend school, because how are you going to learn what you need for your grade level? How are you going to know what to do? Learn the new skills that you're going to learn for the grade level that you've been promoted to this school year. The only way that you're going to learn is if you join online by logging in. You cannot get credit for your assignments. The only way you can get credit for your assignments is if you do it. So you have to do the work. The only way that you can do the work is if you show up to class, and know what to do is if you show up to class. And also, by you showing up to class, you get a chance to participate, ask questions if you don't know how to do something, or share what you know about what the class is learning that day. You would also get a grade. Can a teacher give you a grade for an assignment if you are not there and you didn't do the work? Can they actually do that? No. So they need you to be attending school every day for the full length of that class time. And they need you to be involved, doing what you're supposed to do all the time. This is how you can get caught up in the work that you need to do in class. And this is also a way for you to what? We know, and we're still learning for some students who are new to our school, the 7 habits, but how you need to sharpen your saw. You need to sharpen your saw by studying, being on time, being proactive, and doing the right thing. So let me stop right here and stop sharing with you. But one of the things that I really think it's important for you to remember as we reiterate what we should do and not do as far as etiquette and class rules, I want to just review a few of them with you through this video. So I want you to pay attention and listen and learn again as we review all the rules about what you should and should not do as it relates to virtual school.
Welcome to your classroom. Usually, when we start school, we're able to meet our friends and our teacher in a classroom in the school building. This year will be a little bit different. We'll see our friends and our teacher on the computer, or as we like to say, virtually. Let's talk about our virtual class rules. We have 4 rules. Number 1, be ready. 2, go to your study area. 3, microphone muted, camera on. 4, be respectful. Number 1, be ready. This means being on time, being dressed, and having a smile on your face ready to learn. Number 2, go to your study area. We want you to have a nice quiet place where you can work with no distractions, no toys, no TV, no food. Rule number 3, microphone muted, camera on, so you can see your teachers and your friends. Rule number 4, be respectful. This means raising your hand when you want to speak, listening to your teacher and classmates, and really thinking about your learning. With these 4 rules, we'll be ready to learn, ready to have fun, and able to learn just as much as we would if we were in a classroom with our teacher and classmates.
So this is awesome. We learned again about what we can do in order to be successful in a virtual classroom environment. Are there any rules that you think that I missed out today or you would like to add to the class rules that we should have when we're participating in virtual learning? Share it with your teacher today. And if you have any questions, ask your teacher what their expectations are while you are in virtual learning mode. Yes, we know that one day we're going to be back in the classroom environment at school, but until then, we need to follow our virtual classroom rules. And the only way that we can do it is if we all cooperate and do the right thing. So guys, have a great, fantastic, awesome, wonderful day. And remember to follow your virtual classroom rules. Thank you.